Hello friend, I want to tell you about the Toyota Aygo car. The first generation Toyota Aygo used the following engines: petrol 1.0 VVTi 68 hydrogen phosphide, diesel 1.4D 4D 54 hydrogen phosphide. Operation, opinions and faults. The car's design is as simple as was possible at the time of production and acceptable to the European customer. This simplicity is the success, but also some of the problems, such as body leaks or breakable elements. Despite this, the car is problem-free, it doesn't corrode, and it's incredibly cheap to repair. The faults mentioned by users usually result from intensive urban use over short distances. These are starter and alternator failures, battery discharge, clutch or steering gear wear. Play in the suspension is in turn the result of using delicate, light elements, although cheap to replace. The engines are similarly simple, but highly durable. The petrol Japanese VVTi unit designed by Daihatsu proved to be so good that it also found its way under the hood of the second generation of these cars. As if that were not enough, when the French brands ended production of the model, Toyota uses the same engine in a slightly modified form in its Aygo X. It is impressively flexible and economical for such a small engine. It is difficult to talk about faults, it is rather the wear of some parts. The second powertrain option is the 1.4 diesel. Despite the name D4D, it is a PSA HDI engine, quite successful in itself, but somewhat pointless, which is why it was not even offered in many markets or was introduced late. Pointless, because slightly lower fuel consumption is paid for by poor dynamics and the risk of a potentially expensive failure. The most expensive repairs are the injection system and EGR system. As a consolation, this engine has a simple supercharger and does not use a dual-mass flywheel. The car was offered with 5-speed transmissions, manual and automatic senso drive. The latter does not cause major problems if properly maintained, but is not recommended. There may be problems with its repair. If you need a small, cheap car for commuting or city driving, the Toyota Aygo will do the job perfectly. It doesn't even have to be a 5-door to do that. It's easy to drive and has low maintenance costs, but it also has a small depreciation rate. Common faults in Toyota Aygo I. Minor equipment faults: switches, locks, door seals. Premature clutch wear. In diesel engines, injection system and EGR faults, corrosion of elements under the car. Exhaust system, oil pan, rear suspension beam. What to look for. Petrol versions, what to avoid. Diesel versions and showroom cars with unknown history. Thanks for listening to me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and rate my video. If you know any problems with this car that I didn't mention, be sure to write about them in the comments.